welcome to a new week. I'm Yoga. I'm Catherine with Yoga with Come Follow Me, where we do fun yoga, come to our breath, come to our movement for a minute, and study Come Follow Me this week. Today we're going to do Mosiah 18 and 19, and then tomorrow we will do 20 through 24. We usually start with just coming to our breath, and we are going to do that, but we are also going to include a little bit of movement while we introduce our breath. So come right into hero pose, this pose that I'm in, sitting on your heels, your knees are bent. And on your very first inhale, let's just bring our arms up and over the head. Inhale here. Create all this expansion in your lungs. Expand that whole cavity that welcomes all of the air into your body. Inhale. Take a couple of breaths here. Now notice where your shoulders are. As you gaze up, a lot of times our shoulders will also move up. So melt your shoulders back and down. Inhale and exhale. If it's too much on your neck, you're welcome to just look forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and on your exhale, let's just take a side bend over to the right. Gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale up to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Now this time we are going to make a little bit of a circle. So we're going to go to the right side and then the center, but kind of in a forward fold, and then to the left and then back up. So inhale here, exhale, come down to your right, and then front, and then left, and center. Inhale here. On your exhale, left, then front, then right, then center. Inhale here. Bring your hands back down and breathe deeply. Now come to that deep breath. So if you remember last week, that was when Abinidi was burned at the stake. If you remember, he would not deny his faith. So King Noah said, either deny your faith or die. And he said, no, I will never deny it. So they burned him at the stake. And even at the stake, he's saying, always remember Christ and repent. And so Abinidi died. Alma believed his words, remember, and then hid. He ran away when they found out that they were going to kill Abinidi. So he's still out there. So chapter 18, it picks up right away with him teaching the people under King Noah of the words of Abinidi. He couldn't teach out in the open, they had to hide. So it tells us that they're in this place called Mormon. And it's a beautiful place, and there's clean, beautiful water and waterfalls and some greenery, and it just sounds really pretty. So from here, we are going to come up onto our feet, and we're just going to do kind of a fluid stretching motion with our breath. So we're going to kind of squat, bending your knees, bring your hips back. On our inhale, we're going to come up and roll our shoulders, and then exhale and come down into this spot. Ready? So I'll turn so you guys can kind of see where I'm at too. So inhale, we're going to go inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And just keep going with that breath for a moment. And just warm up the whole body. That's one that we can use to just really let our breath match our movement in a faster way than introducing slow poses. And we just inhale that breath and exhale it out, and our whole body is working, right? So as you're moving, as you're flowing, I want you to think about beautiful places that the Spirit has really spoken to you, or that you've felt the Spirit a lot in your life, and how special those places are. Corners of your house or corners of your room But where have you felt the Spirit a lot? And where are those special places? Sometimes they're even like within us, right? There's special memories, special places that we really felt the Spirit, and they're special to us. So as you move, kind of think about that, because I love that they're explaining this place of Mormon as such a beautiful place. They're rejoicing, they're happy, they're learning so many new things. And I really think the Spirit is a huge part of that, because they're feeling so much light and so much love from the Spirit that is really just like hitting them to their core, like they know it's true. So that's representing itself also in their atmosphere, which is really cool in their environment. Wherever you are, come up to a standing wide leg position. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart, and gaze up. Really expand those lungs. And exhale, we're going to forward fold, so bend at the hips, bring your chest towards your legs. And bring your palm down in between your feet. And just take a couple of breaths here. Forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows. You can sway side to side or stay in the middle. So they're learning, in these waters of Mormon, they're learning how to become baptized. And Alma is baptizing all these people, and it talks about how Helam is the first one that stepped up and said, I'm so ready to be baptized. Baptize me. That was that was verse 12. And he stood forth in the water and cried, saying, O Lord, pour out thy Spirit upon thy servant, that he may do this work with holiness of heart. So inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze out. And exhale, just go to the right leg. Forward fold over the right leg. And relax that neck very last. Gaze at your shin or your knee. So 204 were baptized. For every 50 people, there's a priest that is ordained of God. Meanwhile, King Noah kind of senses something fishy. Inhale, center, exhale, and take a couple breaths to the left. He senses something fishy, so he sends some of his people to go spy on them. And they come back and say they're preaching rebellion. And King Noah says, okay, let's go kill them. The people of Alma and these followers kind of sense that these people are kind of chasing them at this point and wondering what's going on. So they run away and go back into the wilderness. And it says there were 450 people in verse 34. And then, okay, come back to center. Inhale here, lengthen the spine, gaze out. Exhale, bring both of your feet in so that they're just wider than your hips. Lengthen the spine. Nice, neutral, flat spine. Relax that neck, engage the core. Inhale here, and on your exhale, we're going to bend our knees. We don't want to pop up that tailbone. I don't know if you can see the difference there. We don't want to pop up the tailbone. Let it curl and engage those abdominal muscles. Okay, now straighten the legs. Inhale, and exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Now in chapter 19 at the very beginning, it says some people were against Noah and some people were with Noah, where they kind of see what Noah is actually doing now. They kind of open their eyes to who Noah really is and the kind of person that he really has been to them, which isn't a very good one, right? So inhale here. On your exhale, just bend the right knee. Engage that core and kind of forward fold as much as it feels good over that bent right knee. And then we introduce Gideon into the story. And we kind of love Gideon, right? He steps up with courage and is like, Noah, I see now your true colors. I see who you are. And I think that you should not be king anymore. And the only way to do that is to kill you. So he basically says, I'm going to fight you. I'm coming for you. And Noah runs to his beautiful, all architectured tower, remember, with all of his precious things. Inhale, straighten that right leg, and exhale, bend the left. So he goes to the very top of his tower, and Gideon is chasing him and coming up to his tower. He kind of scans the whole city and sees that these Lamanites are running towards them in battle. And so he has this moment of pure terror where the Lamanites are coming to get him, Gideon's coming to get him, and everybody is kind of going against him. There are a few that are with him still, but most of his people are seeing his true colors and seeing who he really is. Inhale, straighten that left leg. And inhale here for a minute. Take a couple breaths and plant your left palm out in front of you. On your next inhale, you're going to lift the right fingertips all the way up to the sky and just come to a little twist. Engage that core as always, right? I say that all the time in my classes. That is the number one thing I say, because when your core is engaged, it is protecting your everything that's connected to it, which is everything, right? Right fingertips all the way up to the sky. Gaze up past your right fingertips if you can. If that's too much on your neck, you can gaze to the side, or you can even gaze down. So then Noah, to his people, says, Lamanites are coming, either flee or be attacked. I can't really save you, I have to save myself. Okay, exhale that right palm down to where the left was, and inhale left fingertips all the way up to the ceiling or sky. Gaze up to the side or down. And a lot of the women and daughters and children stay. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, jump or step both of your feet back into kind of a high plank. Lower down into the bottom of your push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And on your inhale, lift the right leg back. And exhale, bring it through both of your hands. Lower that back knee down and the top of your back foot down to the ground. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Gaze up. So the daughters and the females go up to the Lamanites in hopes that they will soften their hearts a little bit by just being females. And it works, and the Lamanites are like, okay, we like you enough not to slay you, but you're still our captive, and we still want half of everything that you own in order for you to stay in your city. And then we get introduced to Lamhi, who's the son of Noah, and Lamhi is with these people who stayed, and he's just worried about his father, who escaped. Okay, exhale, plant your palms around that right foot, and right leg back to meet the left. Lower down to the bottom of your push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take as many breaths as you need to. When you're ready, inhale that left leg to the back, and exhale through both of your hands. Place that back knee down to the ground, and inhale, the arms come all the way up, gaze up. So there's people in their city that stayed and are now captive with the Lamanites. And then there are people who fled the city, remember, and they are with King Noah. They are saying, we want to actually go back to our families and make sure that they're okay. And Noah is like, no, there's no way we're going back. Because again, he only cares about himself. And the people say, let's go back and you can come with us, or we will just kill you and then we'll go back. And so he gets killed. They kill him at the stake, and Noah's priests run because they don't want to be killed. So they run, and the other people who wanted to go back they go back and find Gideon, and he says, this is what's happening. Okay, so exhale, bring both of your palms back down, framing that foot, bring that left leg back to meet the right, lower down to the bottom of your push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here, lift the toes, look at the hands. And exhale, just bring your knees in towards your palms. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And let that breath go. A couple of takeaways from today. Where are your places of beauty? That's what I've been calling them through this chapter. Your places of beauty, where you feel the Spirit, your testimony has strengthened, and because of that, it makes everything around you look beautiful. In the waters of Mormon, going back to that same spot, when they get baptized and then learn how to get baptized, and they're so excited to finally have some light in their life, some hope, right? Ponder on baptism this week. The light in me honors and loves the light within you. Have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.